Hi, welcome to our very first podcast of the SE Needham Community Gem. This community is full of wonderful people who work really hard to make Cache Valley a wonderful place to live. And so we wanted to celebrate a different person each month that does that for our valley. And this month, it's Kristen Felstead. We accepted nominations and she was nominated and she was chosen as this month. So she's wonderful. So Kristen, just a little bit of background about her. She was recently awarded the Volunteer of the Year for the state of Utah for the Utah Main Street Association. And she went down to the Capitol and received an award. And she's done great things for downtown. She also served as the committee chairperson for the promotion committee for the Downtown Alliance. And she's done amazing things. And we're really happy to have her here. She's also the co-owner of the Sportsman Downtown, which is a wonderful business, family-owned business here in downtown Logan. So anyway, welcome. Thank you.
Thank you, Julie. What an honor. This is fun.
Oh, I'm so excited. So tell us a little bit about, first of all, the work that you've done with the Downtown Alliance. I know she's been really instrumental in the special Evensong concert.
Right.
So tell us how that all happened and what you've done.
I heard the Sound of Ages, the singing group Sound of Ages at another conference I was in down in Utah County about 2 years ago. And the minute I heard them, I thought these people would sound fabulous in the Episcopal Church because of great acoustics. And it's about the right size. And so I invited them to come up to Logan because they'd never been to Logan before. And they have sites in Salt Lake and Orem and Provo area that they have concerts regularly at. And so it's a small group. And I just said, you should come to Logan. And they said, okay, great. And so I thought I talked to Gary Saxton, who's head of the Downtown Alliance. And I said, if you can help me figure out tickets, then we should pull these people in. And because I have to pay this group, we have to pay this group. They're professionals.
Yeah.
And it was well worth it to me to get them up here and help them out, help our community out, use the Episcopal Church. And so they came. Awesome. And it was a wonderful concert. It was on the Friday before Holy Week, and the Episcopal Church was very gracious in letting us go in, and then we brought them back in December of 2025 for a Christmas concert,
which I got to go to that. And it was so good.
Yeah. It's a very unusual type of music. It's a really small group and
chamber music, almost.
Kind of a chamber, but it's considered Evensong, which is sung all through the Church of England and Anglican churches in Europe all the time. So anybody who goes to those big chapels, churches, they'll know what Evensong is like every day at a certain time, and it's usually choir boys. But it's all acoustic. Yeah. It's I've been to Evensong in England, and so I understood it. And I love any kind of music pretty much, but that has a special sound, and it's all acoustic except for guitar, and they're remarkable musicians. Everyone in their own right.
They really are. I was astounded with the quality of the performance.
Yes, they're professional.
And also how they made it fun for everybody, because they have like even a little sing-along, Christmas sing-along. So they got everybody involved. So it was a little bit of everything. It was really great.
I had asked them to say, make sure you have a sing-along, because I think that's so important to Christmas. But the two songs we sang, we had the music for, but they were not their traditional songs, but I'd heard them before. And so it was delightful to sing them and enjoy them. And everything about that group is remarkable. I know that the conductor, and then kind of the artistic director, and the I don't know, the developer, what we call but the two work together. The two work together, and then this individual singers are on their own, and these singers get paid even for rehearsal. Wow. So they're making somewhat of a wage, and they're able to figure it out, which is kind of remarkable, I think.
That is remarkable.
So anyway, it's just fun. And
now it's one of the promotions that Downtown Alliance is a part of.
I'm going to hope to. They're coming again on March 28th. In fact, I have the poster. I should have given the poster. Jean just had it. On March 28th again at the Episcopal Church. And Yeah, it's all good, and it's those kind of events I think that really help develop a community. And people are always looking for something to do. We have our good gallery walks 4 times a year,
which the Sportsman is always a part of those as
we
well.
typically are. Sometimes we're not on some of them because it's a little bit overwhelming. Yeah.
No, but you have been.
But we definitely
your family. Your
yeah,
father
yeah.
was a
We have
well-known
other artists in our family. Both we always try to support the arts in every way, the music and through music, and then
And are you an artist too? Do you do art? Okay, no. Okay.
I would have to say no. And I'm fine saying that. Everyone knows I'm not an artist.
That's okay. We can't all
but
do the
I
same
am
things.
Appreciative of art.
Me too. That's fine. Yes, I can hardly draw stick figures.
Yeah. That would be the same. We could be together on that one.
Yeah.
But and I love all of the the Ellen Eccles Theater. I love the whole theater district with the Utah Festival Opera. I'm so happy they're coming back. I'm so happy the Utah State Theater Department is so strong and so active in the community. I wish all of Utah State was as active as the theater department was. They're very because of the Lyric and the Utah theaters.
Yes.
And Eccles too. And then all of our other theater companies that have brought in a lot from Utah Festival Opera.
Yeah.
Just Michael Bellum and his family. It's great. It's wonderful. That's another integral part of a small town that has to pull the whole community together. Yes. And I think that's been
the arts. And
Okay.
So you also served, as I mentioned, the chairperson of the promotion committee downtown. So tell me a little bit about that. What was that like? There are certain set promotions through the year, and that's like the sidewalk sale and the pumpkin walk and the Easter walk. And it would just be fun to try to add a few more, little things that you could almost have something going, even more than once a month in a town about our size. Yeah. But it's work. It's a lot of work. And I don't know if people kind of realize that. I know the Center Street Block's done a lot to promote and to have, kind of their section of their promotions, which is great. And we have the Gardener's Market on this.
The Gardener's Market is wonderful. Yeah. Okay, my new thing is I think we should do the Winter's Farmers Market.
Oh, yes, you did mention that. When we were down, I got to go down and watch her get her award, and they had kind of a farmer's market right in the Capitol. Yeah. And we talked about that, and she said we should have a winter Gardener's Market.
We just have to find an indoor venue in downtown. We'd want it in downtown that can just open a lobby or a bigger area and have, all the baked goods, all the meat goods, the cheese goods, they could all come. Art could still happen. You could have children.
Even like lotions.
Yeah, lotions. Like all of those could still happen, just not the really fresh produce and flowers.
Right.
So I think I think that's potential.
I think so too. I think that's a great idea.
I'd love to try to see that get going.
I love
through the winter.
Yeah. Such a great idea. So she's got all these great ideas. So tell us a little bit about the history of the Sportsman and why you chose to make that your career. She's the co-owner of the Sportsman and has been doing a fabulous job, especially with the women's section. I'm always awed when I go over there, and Gene always makes sure he gets me something from there.
We appreciate our local customers. We rely on our city customers like you guys. Thank you.
So tell me about that. Tell me about your history.
Well, it's a third generation family business. So my grandparents started it. I am in the business with my brother, Mark, and our parents, Russ and Barbara Felstead, were the second generation owners. And I've been working there since I'm 14 or so. I'd come after school on Second East on the bus and then walk down and work in the afternoon till I drove home with my dad probably at 6 and started gift wrapping with my grandmother, who taught me how to gift wrap over the Christmas seasons initially. And then I kind of stayed. I love people, talking to people, meeting people. And I learned early on that everyone has a story to tell. And so it doesn't matter what they look like, who they are, where they're from. It's like, how are you? And tell me about yourself. And so I think I had one or two other jobs. I can't remember what they were. I did. I had other jobs. And I graduated from Utah State, but I stayed in the business.
I love that.
And it just felt comfortable. And
you have a knack for it. You have a knack.
Yeah, I learned just going to shows. We drove to Salt Lake. My parents, we bought for the store, traveled around. And this past summer, Mark and I went to Denmark to look at our Danish lines, and it was like,
that's
heck, we might as well.
amazing.
Let's do it.
Yeah,
Let's do it while we can.
for sure.
So
That's awesome.
it was really fun, and you're kind of your own boss, and there's a lot of responsibility, and there's a lot of ups and downs, and no snow winters.
Yeah,
And it's hard. But there's lots of good about it too, and we love it that we're still in business. And everybody maintains they want us to stay in business.
Yes,
it's harder every day, and we do service, which Needham Jewelers does service. I don't know what we would do if we couldn't mount skis, fix bicycles, and rent skis and bikes, because fortunately Amazon can't do that.
Right. Those are personal things that you need a human being.
Yeah, we need a human being and human contact and precise intellect and learning to fix skis and repair and take care of things. And so that keeps us viable to a point, as well as you. Yeah. And so that's one good thing we have going for us, and awesome. Really nice clothing. When my dad, when the Cache Valley Mall opened, I don't even know when it was, 19 something, and he came to work with a bad back. He would bend over. He'd never been like, I never seen him like that. He said, it's the mall. The mall opened, and they might take us out of business. He was so worried.
Yeah, everybody down there.
And we're really worried about the mall. And if you look at us all now that are still here, the mall is gone. Yeah, torn down. Shopco, all the big box stores are gone. Yeah, and we are still here, and so that says something for small town, downtown, businesses, tenacity too, and we have to have a customer base and get through the tough spots and do as much as we can to keep people coming in, and that's why restaurants and theater and activities downtown are huge. Are huge. Just like what we've been trying so hard to do.
Like, I don't know if you guys still use the welcome friend, nice to see you again.
Oh yeah, that little jingle.
That little jingle. I love that, because that really is how they run their business. Is
we do.
Your friend,
we try.
Your friend.
Yeah, it's true.
I love that, and you feel that when you go inside.
Yeah, thank you.
So it's awesome. Okay, now just shifting gears a little bit, talking about like hobbies and things. Like, in the past you've done Latoja, cycling and things.
Yeah, I have.
And you were just telling me before we started, she was telling me about like some like snow or cross country skiing.
Oh,
and things like that. So tell me a little bit about your outside hobbies.
I love my business is with the skis and the bikes, and I love that aspect of the business too. So I've always loved the outdoors, and I got that from my family, but my parents and my grandparents. But I love outside cycling. Plus, we have a bike shop, and I sell bikes, so that makes it a little easier. Yeah. And but I have done a lady cycling group for probably the last 10 years. We ride on Saturdays and on Wednesdays in the summer, and we have been organized, and it's really been delightful because I've met some wonderful girls. Oh, I bet. And we have men too, and we've done long rides and short rides, and we travel, and like we ride around Bear Lake. So we've done the cycling, and then 2 years a long time ago in my life, I did Latoja, the whole 210.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
I can't imagine a lot. Being on a bike for that long.
Yeah,
so
it's hard.
That shows true grit.
Yeah, thank you. Or true craziness. I don't know.
Well, maybe both.
I did do it. I did it with some friends. It was really fun, and it's one thing that you can't take away from. I did it.
Once you did it,
once I did it, I did it.
That's awesome. That's really cool.
And then in the winter, I cross country ski, downhill ski, and also we try to organize a group of cross country skiers, and we've known to travel outside of town in just a group if a couple times when we can, especially this year when there hasn't been much snow. We try to find snow and get out and kind of do something different, and that just I do some of that for the business, but myself too. Yeah, I love it. I wouldn't do it if it wasn't fun.
And you were saying how much you love like the beauty of Cache Valley, and it really is a great place to do recreation.
It's wonderful.
Like
it is wonderful. We're so blessed, and
we are so blessed,
so fortunate, and a lot of people are finding us about that, which is great. It's good to be more. COVID sent a lot of people outside. Yeah, so it's all good.
It is. It is good. Okay, and then tell me about like. Who and what is your inspiration, like in your life or in your past, or however you want to interpret that question?
my dad was always very cheerful. And I know every day I walked in the back door of the sportsman, he would, hello, you're here, and welcome me in. And that was always delightful because through the ups and downs of life, some days,
Yes,
some days were kind of hard. Yeah.
Right?
He was definitely my cheerleader, and my mom was well respected and a really elegant, wonderful woman too. So my parents were both really great examples to me, I would think, growing up, and taught us hard work.
Mm-hmm.
And we were really never given anything. It's like, get to work.
Yeah.
Yeah. And Dad would always say, if we had a little sniffle or a cold at home, he would say, well, you can be sick at home or you can be sick at the store. So you might as well go down to the store.
I love it.
Even before COVID would start to get funky, like, no, you don't go to work sick.
Yeah, right.
We had to kind of say, Dad, it's not cool. It's not cool to be sneezing and coughing anywhere. It's not cool. We can't work through this anymore, But he didn't really. He always just go to work. Just yeah. It's just part of the deal. And there's worse things in life than work.
That's true.
Is what I've decided. Yeah. So I, enjoy life as much as I can, and I'm grateful that I've always enjoyed my jobs.
That is good. Yeah. Because you're there and you might as well love it. And and it's probably a lot of it is the people that you
a lot of it is. It's the truth. It's the human touch.
And helping people.
Mm-hmm. Being able to help people.
Yeah.
I'm also a real estate agent, and I tell people, I say, on the days I can't sell a house, I can usually sell a pair of socks.
There you go. One or the other. Yeah. Kind of a difference there.
Right.
That's awesome. Okay. Well, and then just lastly, like, what advice would you give to people living in Cache Valley about how they can make it a better place, or how they can utilize the resources here and enjoy it more? Like, what would you give as advice?
I mean, I just think the people with animals and dogs have got to love the dog parks. I think they're fabulous and fantastic. And
that is very
people
true.
now, they're walking on the streets, pick up after the dogs. That's huge.
That is nice.
I used to think, I always thought this was funny. This is just a funny thing. I years ago when I had a little dog, I'd walk the dog and I go, it's so funny that I have to pick up organic waste, but there's a can right there. And so I would just go, have a sack. I might as well pick them both up. And I would carry a garbage sack. And once I did that, then I would, just because. Like, why are we so conscious of picking that up? That's kind to go away.
Right. That's true.
But there's cigarette butts, or there's, cans of just stuff, out on the roads or sidewalks. And so I remember this being like, we pick everything up. And we have a very clean town, so I'm not stressed about that. But that, that's a great thing. I think
kind of taking responsibility.
Yeah, everybody taking responsibility.
Do what you can do.
Yeah,
right?
do what you can do.
Something needs to be done.
Yeah, just do it. Yeah, just take care. And I know we're getting a little bit of a homeless population. I'm loving the Warming Center is helpful. I mean, I think we're a really generous community. I think we try to help out where we can. There's great fundraisers. I mean, your store donates. I donate to all of the fundraisers in town. And I always just want to tell people, I go, Amazon didn't donate today. So if you want to keep us in business and help you, it kind of has to keep a circular thing there to keep it going. And I think that our, people in the world need to realize that small businesses are a big part of livelihood and communities and keeping downtowns stable and
being unique too. That's the thing is, like, you go to any place and you're going to see an Old Navy and you're going to see the same stores that, the TJ Maxx and all that stuff.
Right.
But I mean, you come to like a downtown or like an area that has a lot of small businesses, like that really is what makes us different.
It's true. It's the only way it's different. Yeah. It's the truth. So eating is everything about that.
And Kristen, we wanted to present to you this pin. It has some Cache Valley landmarks on it, and it has a genuine sapphire, which we thought that would be like fun because it has blue and we're all kind of Utah State connected somehow.
Absolutely. I'm in
there. Someone knows. Yeah. So anyway, so that's why we thought we decided that's our Cache Valley gem.
Oh, I love it. So, thank you.
Anyway, but we wanted to say thank you so much. Kristen really is the embodiment of everything that we're trying to do here. We wanted to highlight people who are doing amazing things for Cache Valley and who really love living here and just spend their time and their energy to make this a better place to live. So, and that's what Kristen has done. So we really appreciate and continues to do. So anyway, we really appreciate you and thanks for coming and chatting today.
It's been delightful. It's been great. These guys do a great job. It's great.
Thank you. Thank you so much for watching. You guys are a part of history because that was our very first episode of the SE Needham Community Gem. But I wanted to remind you that as you were sitting here watching, if you thought of someone that you could nominate, please do. Please go to our website and nominate your friend, your neighbor, your colleague, your teacher, your student, anyone that you think is making Cache Valley a better place, because that's what we want to do, is highlight the wonderful people who are working hard to make Cache Valley the place that we all love to be.